welcome again to Shelters by Jesus podcast. I am so excited that you're watching, listening. We just got the figures today on this, and they are jumping off the charts. Thank you. New subscribers, we're averaging almost 2 a day. We got over 200 hours of listeners right now at this point in time. We've only been going a couple months. And that's because of you. You're spreading the word. You're telling everybody. And by subscribing and hitting like and listening, we're making money. So thank you. This is all faith-based. This is Jesus using his people. One way he's used them is this podcast, and you having it. The other way you can do, when you subscribe and like, you can hit share. And because you've got an audience out there, you've got people out there that don't know us, that are new to us, but they know you. If you put it out there, we'll be picking up your people. And it's just going to keep expanding and growing. So thank you for that. We appreciate it. If you'd like to donate to our ministry, you can go on sheltersbyjesus.com, and for $9 a month, you can get somebody off the street. We're gonna have some residents we're talking to here in a minute, and we're here for them because you're here for us. Now, there's 4 books, Shelters by Jesus, written by the dumb hick from Skowhegan, me, and they are 2 prices, $10 are free, and they're all about the miracles, the problems, the battles, people walking out of church, building a building from 4 stakes to ground with no money. I mean, the stories go on and on and on. The other thing is right now I'm traveling to churches and organizations. If you'd like to have me come and speak, and if you have a ministry of some kind and you go, nobody knows about us, we have podcasts, we'll travel, we'll come to you. Let us know. If you're passing out food or you're doing anything to help the hurting, let us know. And we're excited to come. And the other thing we do here, if you call, we also give tours, and our number is 207-474-8833. And Seth Roberts, who is our chief of staff and director, will give you a tour. You get to meet everybody here. For right now, when you see this, I don't know if they'll still be here, but at this point we have 23 children. It'll be more or less by the time this is posted, because it's not coming right live. So anyway, we'd like to show it all to you. The other thing is, on Saturday night at 5:30, we have a live worship service started. I preach at 6. We have prayer meeting every morning at 8 o'clock here, 7 days a week. We're at 12 McClellan Street in Skowhegan. Come on in and pray with us if you're in the area. Get a chance that you can have a tour then, meet some people. And every night at 6 o'clock, Monday through Friday, there is a service going on, a Bible study being led by one of our pastors. And so we'd like to open it up to you. It's open up to the public. Anybody wants to come on over. So 7 days a week, we have services here. So praise God. We're excited you're watching. And right now, I got a couple residents. One of them is fairly new. The other's been a little bit longer. But we want to introduce you to our residents and our staff. So we're continuing with that right now. And I'm going to start beside me. Give them your name.
Jason.
This is Jason and
Ed.
And Ed. Jason and Ed. Sounds like a comedy duo. The Jason and Ed Show. We're coming to you from Shelters by Jesus in Skowhegan, Maine. All right, Jason, I'm going to start with you, my friend, because I got a call from Bangor, from the Brick Church, which we did a podcast on. People saw the podcast of the Brick Church. And they were doing nights during the winter, right? But of April 1st, they couldn't do it for the summer. And so he called me and said, I got this guy that stays here and helps us, does all kinds of stuff. He's a real good dude. And since you've shown up, you have been too. We brought up some needs. You've taken care of them. So, Jason, tell us what put you in the state of homelessness, first of all.
To be honest with you, bad choices.
Poor
choices. Drugs. Alcohol.
Okay.
That's what put me homeless. That's what ruined my Section 8 down in Florida. I had a nice apartment. It was brand new. I was the first one to live in it.
Whoa.
And I was only there a year. They wouldn't renew my lease because of all the company I kept.
Oh.
Ambulance at the house from overdoses.
Ooh.
And just real bad, bottom of the barrel.
So you hit bottom.
I hit rock bottom. Yeah.
So how long you been clean, Jason?
I've been clean for about 6 months.
Praise God.
You know.
How's that make you feel?
Makes me feel all right.
All right. Now, what do you think about coming here? What do you think about this place?
I think it's a miracle that I found this place, because 15 years ago, Lance and I worked on this a little bit. I was down here 15 years ago.
You was the guy, one of the guys that came with Lance. That's where I'd seen you before.
Yeah.
I knew I saw you somewhere.
So Lance,
you worked on the men's shelter.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
Lance is a good dude, man.
He's up in Alaska now, right?
I wish I could run into him again. I haven't seen him.
Well, you got to go up to Alaska and run into him. He ain't next door now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out in the Willy Wax in Alaska.
Yeah.
So, all right.
But that's the truth, man. And as long as I stay clean, I'll get my life back together. Put one foot in front of the other. I'll get another apartment. I'll get my voucher, Section 8. Until then, I was told I could stay here. And I believe that. As long as I go by the mark and help out, do little things that I do anyways, just have the kindness of my heart, and just everything will be fine.
We've seen this place bridge a lot, thousands of people. They have bridged from the street to getting their places and jobs and lives on, or some are unable to work. Disability. We had disabled veterans who come here for a stint and end up down the VA. But this has been a good bridge. And so how have you found the staff? Have you been treated fairly?
Yeah, everybody's been pretty, very nice. The cook's nice. Doug, the guy that does the wooden stuff, is a good person. I mean, a lot of people, I made some friends here.
Good.
As people help me out, I help them out.
So what do you think of the food here?
Food's excellent. Very good. We're blessed every night. It's something good, and lunch is always good, and I'm just blessed. I mean,
So bottom line, you kind of like it.
I do like it.
Yeah,
it's a nice place to be.
Well, you're a good dude. So look, I always tell people like you that are nice guys. I'm glad you're here, and I'm sorry you're here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry for the circumstances that brought you here, but I'm glad that you're here because we can watch you now build that bridge and move forward. That's exciting. Ed, my friend.
Yep.
So what caused Ed to be homeless?
I got divorced.
Oh, baby, I've heard that story before.
I was living with my ex-wife, and there was an issue, and I was told to go.
Issue with an ex-wife. Now, that's a marvelous concept, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Seth, we never heard that one, have we, bro?
That's a new one.
That's a new one right there, man. The ex-wives are really usually great. Yeah. They usually, they're good directors. They direct you to the road and tell you how to use it. And obviously, she directed you out of the house, and she gave good directions too, right?
Right.
The door's there, the road's there, your butt needs to go that way. Boy, I tell you, that's an old song with a different meaning since you've been gone. The same old song.
But in all fairness, it was my fault because I had some anger issues.
You did.
That led to that.
So it led to the divorce, and then the ex, and then you exited.
Right.
Yeah. So the day you exited, you probably wasn't the sweetest little dude in the world.
No, I was better than I would have been 2 years before that.
Okay, so you had a little better than you might have in the past.
She told me to leave, and I realized that it was just shut my mouth and go.
Whoa!
Don't stay there and make it worse on everybody.
Well, you're smarter than you look.
Well,
to pull that off, bro.
It took me a long time to get this right.
All right, man.
See?
All right. So what do you think of Shelters by Jesus at?
Definitely not where I want to be.
Well, if you said this is where I want to spend my life, I would say that this is over because you're too crazy to be here as bad as it is, man.
So what I found here, it's very simple. You guys provide me with a roof over my head, food, and a place to stay out of the cold. All I have to do is what I'm asked. It's that simple.
And what do you ask? If somebody's watching this go, oh yeah, he says that, but I'm probably on the slave trade if I get there, you know? Because what is it that you were asked to do?
So in the morning, you're asked to help do a general cleanup.
Okay.
Where you're sleeping.
Wow.
Where you're eating.
We make you make your bed.
Right.
Woo!
Right.
Man, slaves. We're slaving, baby, right there.
Yeah.
You have to roll that blanket all the way back to the front.
Right.
Because we've had some guys that you'd think their arms are broken because Seth has to run around like the 2-year-olds.
Yeah.
Slide the blanket back. So we run into that, but yeah, you're asked to do that.
Yep, we mop our floors. It's all just general cleanliness.
It's kind
It's
of stuff
stuff-
you do if you had an apartment, right?
Or if you were home.
That's what I'm saying.
At first, this is a good place for somebody that doesn't have the experience of taking care of themselves
Good
to
point.
learn those skills.
Yes.
Very good place for that.
We've had, no kidding, we had a guy come here, he was almost 50 years old. He didn't know how to wash dishes. We had to show him. And that's not, I'm not exaggerating.
Yep.
He went to the sink because it was his first chore. One of his chores was
Right.
do dishes, because you rotate on that.
Right.
And so we said, go, and he was just standing there at the sink. And we go, he says, what do I do?
Right.
I go, what? He goes, I don't know how to do dishes. He's got 2 college degrees, but he always lived. Mama and them always took care of him. They never asked him to wash a dish, sweep a floor, make his bed, or nothing. And it's like he was willing. He really didn't know what. At first, I thought he was just balking.
Yep.
But he wasn't. And it was like, I can't believe somebody can be 50 years old and never wash your own dishes. But he hadn't. So we literally had to show him, put the plug in the sink,
Yep.
put the soap in. I'm not exaggerating, man. I know people watch this going, all right, Pastor Barry, I know you're reaching for a story, but come on now. But this is the truth. You can't make this stuff up, man.
No.
You can't make it up. We have 5-year-olds in there who could have known how to do dishes. But he didn't. And after that, when his turn was, he just stepped up and did his dishes. So he wasn't barking.
Yep.
He did not know how to do his dishes. He didn't know how to make a bed, though. This guy, he's probably one of the neatest guys we got. And he
Yep.
makes his bed, and his area is always clean. But I guess maybe his mother taught him that at home, at least made his own bed,
Yep.
which I was appreciative of. But she never taught him to wash a dish.
No.
I don't know if they just had automatic dishwashers because his folks had some money, and it might have been that. I don't know, but that boy was blown away by a dishpan. So we get all kinds of stuff. The other thing we ask is you have to go to
Church.
You have to go to church.
Go to Bible studies.
You have to go to Bible studies at night, prayer
Yep.
meeting in the morning, and you don't feel that is asking too much for what we give you.
For me, no. Because I'm gaining insight every time I go to a service or a Bible study.
That's what you
There's
should be.
always something there.
Good.
And I'm always been a firm believer that if you need a message, God will get it to you. And it doesn't matter who the messenger is. It will get to you.
There you go.
And I'm finding that, even though I believed it before I came here,
Yeah.
I'm seeing the truth in that here.
That's big. One of the big things here is, like in prayer meeting, we get the praises. Like when you first got here, you was praising the Lord that God brought you here. But you've heard other ones praising God for getting them their stuff and getting them off the street.
Healing them.
Yeah, and you hear about giving testimonies
Yeah.
like yours. You've been clean. You hear a guy give a testimony, right?
Yeah.
Couple weeks now. I haven't touched drugs, haven't touched alcohol, and one of the hardest things, and it's not illegal, and you can do that here in the smoking area, but we have people even throwing the cigarettes away, which is amazing. It's hard to do,
It is.
and I'm not. Look, if you smoke, I'm not picking on you. You know it's bad for your health, but anyway, I mean, drugs and alcohol are not acceptable. But we have an area of smoking, so you can do that here.
Yep.
So it's not something we jump on and say, "Stop smoking."
It'd be good. It'd be a miracle if I could quit.
But those that some of them have been able to do that. We have some like myself that have a food addiction, and some of them are they're losing weight while they're here because they're seeing others that are fighting the food addictions and they're doing well. And I'm one of them right now. Glory to God. That's God's helping me, man, because I can eat 24/7.
Yeah.
I mean, you put it in front of me and it's going to disappear.
Yeah.
You talk about a human vacuum.
Yeah.
I may not pick up dirt, but I can pick up all kinds of whoopie pies and stuff. If they're there, I can suck them up like I can just suck them right in. If they were there, I can suck them and come right across the table to me.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
so you're getting a chance to see feet put to your faith.
Yes.
That's a good way to put it, right?
Yes.
People aren't just sitting there listening, they're actually responding.
Yep.
And we see new people come to Jesus every week. And that's amazing. And to watch them change.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. But that's why we have the mandatory. This is Shelters by Jesus. Anybody coming here if you know our title is Shelters by Jesus, you shouldn't be shocked that Jesus is involved in the picture, right?
Right.
I mean, it's like someone come in, I got to go to church. It's Shelters by Jesus, and you're living in the church. What part of this doesn't really strike home?
Right.
You know? So, yeah. So anyway, so you find it a good, pleasant place to be?
Yeah, it's not bad.
All right.
I've lived through worse.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
too. Yes.
This is not that bad.
All right.
It's, you know what the big thing is coming here?
What's that?
Not only do you lose your ego when you go through your situations that get you here, but you have to lose your entire ego in order to get ahead.
Good point. If it's all about you, you ain't going anywhere.
Right.
So,
and you're not going to live with 40 other guys in an enclosed area and get along if you don't get rid of that.
if you got ego going in there, somebody's going to stomp on it.
Right.
So, I want both you guys, before we close, I'd like to give you a chance just to say something. If somebody's watching this and they're thinking about coming here or they're thinking about supporting it, I'll start with, Jason. I was going to say Tony.
Mhm.
See, I'm old.
Yeah,
Jason.
I understand.
So, what would you say to somebody that right now is desperate, needs a place to go, and they see shelters, but they see Shelters by Jesus, not just don't see homeless shelter? What would you say to them if they're considering coming or considering supporting this?
I'd say call up the office, tell them you want to get in. They'll ask you if you got a caseworker or something that's going to put a assessment on your mental health so they know a little bit about your background, and just get through that and then keep calling them. I came down here and face to face.
Yep.
Got myself in here.
So if they're wondering, is this a place
This
to
is the
go?
place
What
to
would
go.
you say to them?
Yeah, it's the place to go.
Okay.
This place will get you back on the track.
All right.
Like,
If they're wondering about,
Jesus in your life, and you'll be going down the narrow path.
there you go.
And that's the path you want to be on.
And if they question whether or not, I mentioned $9 gets somebody off the street, could you recommend that this is a good solid place to invest your $9?
I'm putting $9 on it.
Well, then you must think it's a good
It's
place.
a good place.
All right, you wouldn't put your money in there.
No.
You'd be running. And I'm going to ask you the same question. Somebody would ask you, I'm down and out. Is this a place I should consider going?
Yes. It's definitely a place to get out of the wind, the cold, the rain, have meals, have what you need. But when you come here, understand that it's not their responsibility to take care of you. It's your responsibility to pick yourself up and go forward. And don't be scared because it says Shelters by Jesus.
There you go.
Because there's a reason that you're coming here. And maybe you might get that message from Jesus telling you this is how to get out of your problem.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you what I did, Jason. If somebody were to say to you, Ed, I'm thinking about investing in this ministry. Is this a decent investment? Am I going to get bang for my buck?
Absolutely.
Jesus.
Absolutely. I think if you're going to contribute money to a worthwhile local cause, this is it. Right in your backyard. You know where the money goes. And as far as I know, it doesn't go anywhere else. It stays right here to take care of the needs of the people that need it.
Amen. Well, you've met a couple of our residents, couple more. We're going to keep the train moving. We're going to keep people coming before you, both here and other places. You're going to see all kinds of places out there. But we wanted to introduce you to some of the people that are here. Listen to them. There's a lot of rumors out there about this place and what a slave driver we are. And it's kind of like jail here and all that kind of stuff. Some have even said I'm a drug dealer. So, I mean, we've had so many unbelievable, stupid, crazy rumors. And that's why I want these guys to come and look at you in the eye as far as they can with the camera and tell you what it's like for them to be here. So thank you for watching. Again, if you want to support us, it's sheltersbyjesus.com. You're on my YouTube page. If you subscribe, it's going to pop up. So you're going to be catching that. And come to a service any morning, prayer meetings, or come any night at 6 o'clock, except for Saturday, it's 5:30, and I'll be speaking at 6. And if you watch posts, you will see that I usually post that I'm going to be here or where I'm going to be. And I post when I'm in your area, too, if you're not here. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. And you all come back now.